Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. How we doing? Hope we're having a good day, night. Yes, I'm late, I know. I said I'd be live like half an hour ago, but shit happens. I've got a sore back. I've been trying to sort myself out, but I'm here. That's the main thing. I am here now. How we doing? You shush. You shush, Savoy. Mr. Oh, I need personal reminders to know that you're live. Hello, Pat. I'm sorry. Look, I've apologized profusely. That's all. I don't know what else you want me to say. Sam, Daniel, Antonio. Hello, everyone. Welcome on into the streamies. I could power bomb you through a table to help your back. Your back, miss. Oh, really? Getting violent, and I've only just started. Wow. Thanks, Savoy. Good to know we're on the same team. I'll never forgive. It's been a morning for the koala, even though she blatantly lied to us. We forgive her. You know what you said to chat. Whatever. Anyway, I'm here. That's the main thing. I am here. Welcome on in, everyone. Hope we're all having a good day, night. We are going to continue on with Harmony, the Fall of Reverie. There are some extra decisions to be made. We have done the first 2 chapters. We are going into chapter 3 today. Hello, Sephiroth. Welcome. And then after we go through that chapter, if we have time, we'll go through chapter 4 as well. I have a hard out of 2 hours. For 2 hours from now, I need to stop stream because I need to do a little bit of homework for Japanese school before I end up going to class later today. Okay, listen. Koalas are cute, cuddly, and slow creatures. Yours should be used to a late koala. See? See, Sam knows. Sam knows. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good, Antics. You don't need to. It's fine. I'm gonna keep an eye on the clock here on my end. As soon as it gets close to 2:30, my time at least, I'll know when I need to wrap it up. So, but thank you, Antonio. Yeah, still here. My breakfast is a smoothie today, so it won't look as weird. I know currently for you it's 7:30, but I'm saying by my time 2:30 p.m. because right now it's 11:30 a.m. In 2 hours. Is it 2 hours? 11, 12, 1. No, it's actually 3 hours. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. No, 3 hours is... I didn't even realize what I was doing. Anyway, 3 hours. So 3 hours from now. I can count, I swear. Maths is easy. I don't know. Set an alarm. You know how you are with time. No toasties? No toasty today. It's a bit warm. It's what is it right now? And I'm gonna tell you in Celsius. I ain't gonna do no Fahrenheit, so you could figure that out for yourself. It's only 11:30 a.m. and it's already 32 degrees Celsius. Hence why I am in a sleeveless top. And I've got the AC on, so, you know. It is a very, very warm day, and that's why today is a smoothie kind of day. 11:30, koala can't... Clearly, Eastern is the only time zone that counts. Antics, antics. That American brain of yours. We need to clear it out. You'd be doing your math homework instead, Koala. I don't have math homework. I have Japanese homework. I would normally agree, but I soon have to become a European. See? Were you talking with Alex? We literally had this chat this morning. It's the no, I have no idea what you're on about, but anyway. Oh, and if you're wondering what's in my smoothie, it's mango and pink dragon fruit with some almond butter and maple syrup. She didn't do her PlayStation Drive homework till we were on the show. You see, I'm one of those type of people that does homework last minute. So this is not new for me. It is not new for me. Doing homework last minute is not new for me. I feel like that's how I was when I was growing up too, when I was at school. I don't know. I'm not very good with time management. That's just how I am. Vodka in the smoothie. Yeah, no vodka. None. No alcohol. It's too early for that. What are you talking about, Savoy? Doing homework on the bus to school. Yeah. Or the night before, essentially. And then I'd be awake way past my bedtime. And yeah. Then I'd get in trouble. Liquor is good any time of the day, marsupial. Yeah, not for me. Not for me, sorry. Anyway, who's ready to make some choices? This is why your spirit animal is a koala. Yeah, exactly. That's just how I am. So Sam understands me. Why can't anybody else? I love you, Sam. All right, we're going to jump into Harmony now. I hope you can all stick around and help me make some decisions in this game. Because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of decisions to be made. They are going to be sort of... It's not comedic. It's more on the serious tone. So we might have to talk out some of these decisions together. And hopefully you can all... join in on the conversation. It's kind of what I love about these type of games, that it makes you sort of think about things. So thank you, Antics, for checking the YouTube side of things. Also, hello to anybody over on the YouTube side. If you haven't, we'd really appreciate it if you like the video if you're here, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, so you can be notified of whenever I have some new content. Hit that bell icon so you can get personal notifications. But yeah, let's jump into it now. All right, we're just gonna switch over, and I'm gonna hit pause on the music. All right, okie dokie. I got your cute furry back. Yeah, thank you. All right. So we've ended chapter 2 in the last stream. And now we need to go over into chapter 3. So, chapter 3, Act 1, chapter 3. But a tyrant spell has bound me. All right, let's go. All right. Trusted hands. I knew I could trust Nora and Laszlo to find a lead. Cool. Let's jump into it. All right, let me know if the game sound is good. Hi, Pat. A new day dawns. Consciousness returns slowly, and as I open my eyes, They feel like hot marbles rolling in their sockets. Yesterday was more intense than I'd imagined. Reconnecting with Laszlo took an emotional toll I'm not sure either of us was ready for. I checked the clock. Past 10. Late. 5 more minutes won't hurt. But as my eyes close, there's a flicker, and I'm back in Reverie. I open them, and I'm at home, in bed. This is becoming intolerable. I wait a few moments to see if the sensation returns, but it leaves me be for now. Time to get up. Back in the naiads. All right. Excuse me.
Are you sure you saw it in here?
Yes, it was by the sink. I was listening to my podcast.
Oh, listening to podcasts.
Researching about the Oxyons, are you?
I'm sure there's a connection between them and Ursula and... Oh! Morning, sleepyhead.
It looks like the two of them have been up for a while. For Laszlo, that's not a surprise, but Nora's usually a night owl. Breakfast is all laid out. Banana crepes, hazelnut and sesame paste, fresh mango, my favourites. And, go figure, today, here in Australia, it is National Pancake Day, and crepes are included under the banner of pancakes. So this is great.
How are you two this awake already?
Already? It's nearly lunch.
Oh, I feel seen.
Grandpa, tell her.
Tell me what?
No, you do it.
We have a lead on Ursula.
Oh? Oh, consequences of objectives. Oh, okay. The next node's barrier was removed after you reached last chapter's objective. Oh. Okay. The other is forever inaccessible to you. Okay. So the decisions we made in the first 2 chapters have a consequence of the fact that we no longer can go to one of the objectives. So we've unlocked one objective over the other. You might not see the consequences of an objective node until much later in the story. So the only way we can go now is sharing secrets. Power. It may not seem like much, but Laszlo and Nora have been doing research together all morning. Conditions. Laszlo talked to Nora about their financial situation. So the fact that we got Laszlo to speak to his granddaughter about what's happening financially for them has opened up this particular objective. The consequence is that we've gained 1 power crystal, which is what we needed to unlock this objective. All right. So we gain a power crystal for doing this objective. Can't stay for the entire stream, but I'm here. What game is this? This, Nagachaka, is Harmony, the Fall of Reverie. It is a story-rich, decision-based game, and it is really beautiful. It takes a few seconds for my mind to adjust to what I just heard. Laszlo, Nora, and I stayed up late chatting, just the 3 of us. And here I am, feeling hungover after only a few drinks. Oh, to be 20 again, yeah. Your next platinum? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. We shall see. But I feel like this is one of those games where I will definitely need to play through it maybe an extra time around. Just because of the decisions I have to make. I might have to play through it once or twice extra. Like more. Maybe is yes. I don't know, okay? I don't know.
I just remembered something. A girl who used to come here often before Ursula disappeared. She came to meet with Ursula. Several times, in fact. I asked who she was, and your mother said she was a journalist, interested in publishing some of her poems.
Interesting. Platinum number 10 for you for 24. Excuse me, no. If I end up platinuming this game, Nagachake, it'll be number 5, not 10. Don't double my numbers.
Which is weird. Nobody publishes poetry nowadays.
I have to admit that Ursula hasn't sold a single text in decades.
Poetry's dead, I guess.
Anyway, I didn't push it. Assumed your mother would tell me the truth when she was ready. But then...
Hey, Mickey, welcome to the stream and thank you
Mickey_D just subscribed with Prime.
for subscribing. Hope you're having a good day, friend, and you're staying cool. Then she disappeared off the face of the earth.
I mentioned her to Nora, but
I don't follow the magazines around here. Not a big reader, unfortunately. But something about her sounded familiar, you know? Grandpa actually gave a pretty detailed description.
she's pretty memorable.
'Tis hot. Portable aircon boy is weak. Aw, that's a shame. Well, hopefully you're doing your best to stay cool as much as possible. You North Americans, don't worry about what I'm saying, all right? It only pertains to Australia right now, so just ignore me when I talk about weather. Give us some of that hit. I'd be happy to. Have a few degrees from us.
At first, I was a bit puzzled, and then I remembered who it might be. Jade.
Jade?
Okay.
Jade. Jade Galea?
I'm a little behind on Atenan politics, Nora.
Okay, fine. She's quite famous around here. She's organized a lot of protests.
Something is shining in her eyes. A sense of joy? Excitement? Not sure exactly what, but it's nice to see. Wonder what climate change would be like if we could just swap a degree here and there. Right? Hey, Dovla, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are.
I follow her on all the socials. We've never talked as such, but we have a bunch of mutuals. I sent her a message this morning, but no reply. But my friends, her friends, they'll know where she is, for sure.
She's also the editor of a local magazine, probably where she was going to publish the poems.
Okay.
There's only one printer like that on Athena. The rest is controlled by MK.
Okay.
We could check there, see if they know where we could find her.
We've got options. That's a good start. A really good start. I was in the bushes playing Siege with friends. Nice. All right. Casualty. Oh no. The padlock symbol indicates that the node is locked. Of course, that makes sense. You need to reach the key that opens it. Seek for key icons on the augural. Ah. Select the node you want to play to find its key on the augural. Alrighty. Okay. Decision time, friends. Hopefully you can help me make this choice. So, if we zoom out, in order to unlock one of these. So what are we looking at? So, in order to unlock Jade's personal issues, we'll need to take the path on the left. What's the time for you? Well, Dovla, if you type in exclamation point Oz time, so OZ time, it'll tell you what time it is. But I can tell you it is 11:48 a.m. Just so you know. But I can also do this. There we go. That should give you the time there. Hopefully, it'll come up in a second. There we go. There it is. Hey. Yeah, so if at any point any of you want to know what time it is, just type in exclamation point Oz time the way I've written it, and it'll come up with the time that it is here in Melbourne. I like that feature. It's really cool. So if we want to find out Jade's personal issues, easier for you native talkers. If we want to get into Jade's personal issues, we need to take the left path. But if we want to get to Ursula and MK, we need to take the right path. So that means explore the printing room. An underground printing room sounds quite cool. Find Jade's friends. Nora won't have trouble asking them for info. 1:50 a.m. Oh my goodness. What time is it? What time is it? Where are you? Quite the difference. Oh, are you in Europe, Dovla? I feel like you'd be in Europe, no? Croatia. There it is. Yes. I had a feeling. Okay. Well, thank you for being here at such a late hour. Alrighty. So, what do we make? Take the harder path. Naga Chaga, what does that even mean? What is the harder path? Okay, so if we go this way, then we have the option of going ask about the printing room. And this, okay, this has an objective. And we can unlock this because we have a power crystal. So we'll be able to go that way. Ask about Jade. But then if we go this way. I don't have a bond crystals, which means tell Nora to act natural. Or tell Nora to be assertive. Okay. The platinum path. I don't know what the platinum path is, okay? I made a rookie mistake and drank coffee at 7 p.m. Now my brain is fully awake. Oh, no. Platinum and printing both start with P. That bean water is wild stuff. I don't know what it is, but it does not affect me the way it affects everybody else. Okay. So if we go this way, we'll find out some information, but this might give us some more information about Jade. Sam mentioned going to the right, which we will be able to go. Ask about Jade, ask about the printing room, Jade's investigation. All right, let's I don't know what bean water is, but I sure know what pickle juice is. Love that. Hey, pickle juice is great. All right, we'll go to the right as Sam suggested. Let's go to the right. Since we do also have a power crystal, we might actually be able to get through it. Just here to help the Platinum Queen. I'm not a Platinum Queen. I don't know what you're talking about. You're giving me too much praise. Her business contacts are more likely to have forwarding addresses and such. I decide to focus on the other lead.
Let's check the printers.
All right. I'll get my keys and we'll head out.
All right.
Let's go.
We're checking printers. Oh, wow. So bright. Castello Road. Oh, tram. Or I should say trolley, actually. The place isn't far. It's a ramshackle house that for all intents and purposes appears to be abandoned. Still, when we rap on the door, someone opens up. Someone who is most certainly not happy to see us. She looks to be about my age. As soon as Laszlo mentions Jade, she jams a finger to her lips and points to the sky. Several drones hover above the street, searching for something, or just on patrol. Nora and I nod and stroll a little way down the street. As soon as the drones move on, Laszlo disappears inside.
Any idea what this Jade might have wanted with Ursula?
Is that suspicion I detect?
Come on. It's a little weird, right? A stranger at the Naiads, a journalist of all things, and then my mother disappears.
If it were anyone else, yeah, sus. But this is Jade. She's got to be the most active activist on the island. Plus, she has, like, moral scruples.
Is it just me, or is Nora starting to sound like Jade's #1 fan? Yeah, kind of.
I've got a good feeling about this. About Jade. If we find her, she'll help if she can. I know it.
Okay, if you say so. Laszlo emerges from the house and strides over, a big grin on his face. Oh? Did you find out some information? Okay, it's time to make a decision. Do we ask about Jade? Laszlo has more information about Jade. Or do we ask about the printing room? Nora and Laszlo told you about the threats this company poses. Which it's a consequence that reveals a node. If we take this one. Otherwise, we just continue on as normal. I feel like we have to take this one. But what's the... Oh. So what is that? I can't go any further. Ah. Interesting. No such thing as consequences. Ask. Antics, you have... Troll. Alright, we're gonna go... this one. At least it'll reveal a node. This all feels a little clandestine. I hope I pronounced that right. Almost cloak and dagger stuff.
What was up with the stealth tactics? Isn't that place just a print shop?
Yes and no.
Very insightful.
Print's the only way to stay off grid these days. Anything online is monitored by MK.
Even text messages. Regular at the bar sent one to his friend, joking about bombing the station if his train was late. Same evening, couple of goons dragged him off for interrogation. 17 hours they kept him.
Wow.
No. Surely that's illegal.
Sure, if you don't own the police. What's left of the police.
MK could shut that place down right now if they even suspected they were printing inappropriate material. I don't think there's anything more inappropriate than Jade stuff. Just last month, she had a big piece on the water networks. How MK was planning on dumping raw sewage where it contaminates the supply and adding a surcharge to clean it.
Oh, wow.
It was all over the socials. MK dropped the whole thing. All because of Jade.
Impressive. But I'm realizing that I'm absolutely out of the loop about Atina. Whatever's happening here never reached my ears.
I remember that story. But they caught the guy and fired him, right?
Jade's been proving that MK is using scapegoats to make it look like they're improving. The culprit goes live, apologizes, cries, and nothing changes.
That's a fucked up system.
Laszlo keeps throwing glances at the print shop and shifting on his feet. Then he points to a direction above my shoulder.
So, we're going this way.
Where to?
The skate park. That's where Jade is going to be.
Nora and I stop.
You know where she is?
Yeah. The owner told me. I smiled, and she gave me the info.
Uh-huh. That's all you need to do? Just give him a smile and they give you information? Leslo, you devil. Yeah. Alright. So we have some notifications. Oh, create a public scandal. Interesting. It's one of the objectives. Okay. People need to know about Ursula's disappearance. I need 3 power crystals to get there. And we'll gain 10 power crystals. So 3 power crystals to unlock it. This node is inevitable. It must be played to unlock other nodes. Ah. Okay. Let's keep it secret. Bliss, you need to protect yourself and your loved ones first. I'll need 3 bliss crystals. And persuade Jade to network. Bond. She has strong ties to Alma's activist community. They could help. Okay. Gotta put my oldest to sleep now by... Have fun getting that plat for you. You can do it. Thank you for popping in, Nagachaka. Hope you have a good night. Alrighty. Where are we? We're down here. Oh, jeez, that's not what I wanted. Alright, there we go. Alright, moving into Jade's investigation. What was it about? What's the connection to Ursula? So we've unlocked the Ursula and MK consequence. We're about to, at least. We're going to get the key for it. We're walking through the streets. Laszlo's in front, a smile on his face. Nora and I are behind, trying to keep up with him.
So, did the owner know what Jade was working on? Might have something to do with why she was talking to Ursula.
She said, far as she could tell, Jade was on a big MK investigation. Something to do with a public health program? No specifics, though. Jade hadn't delivered the copy.
Okay. Nora almost shudders.
Nothing that could go wrong there.
Doesn't sound like anything Ursula would have a hand in.
I can sense something surrounding us, like a warm blanket. Is one of the aspirations trying to reach me? But as I try to focus on it, it disappears. Casualty. You have unlocked this node. You can now access it normally. Okay. Ursula and MK. Laszlo seems to know something from Ursula's past. Alright, we can now jump into this. There's a shared charge between us, unconscious but evident. Each of us is looking over our shoulders more, checking the skies for drones, our surroundings for eavesdroppers. Like a spy. On my own island.
Doesn't surprise me that your mother might be involved in something to do with that bloody company.
No, me neither. Remember those papers she wrote when I was a kid? MK didn't like those at all.
Ursula was protesting MK.
Not directly. Her work was all about ancient history, historical accounts, Oxyon stuff. MK didn't like any of that. But it was a very different beast back then. Barely a pup.
Either way, she was no fan of Monoconcern, or what it was doing to Atina. Her and Jade teaming up to take them down. Yeah, I can see that.
But without telling us? Your mother is a secretive person, sure, but she would have said something.
I turn to Nora. She looks like she agrees. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I don't have a bond crystal here, but I'll lose my power crystal. Maybe risky. Laszlo's backup plan. Maybe risky, but it could work. Alright. Guess we're jumping in. Nodes can also make you lose crystals when you reach them. This node will make you lose 1 bond crystal and 1 power crystal. Well, it's a good thing I don't have a bond crystal to lose it in the first place. Wow, look at that. That is so nice. We head to the skate park. The streets are quieter now, with rush hour long since over. A stray dog trots alongside us for a moment, sniffs my hand, then wanders off. Jade is a long shot, but she's our only shot. Besides, Laszlo claims he has a plan.
All right, out with it then.
Posters.
Posters. Of Ursula.
Exactly.
Okay.
Look, your mother may not be the best known woman on this island, but she has connections. Hell, the Naiads is basically a community center, and everyone at the bar knows her. We get her face up everywhere, tell people to contact us. We're bound to get something back.
Nora and I share a glance. This feels good. It could work.
And if we do find this Jade, well, we could run an ad in that magazine of hers.
Use her network to spread the word even further.
Exactly.
That sounds like a pretty good way to piss off MK.
Yeah. But Jade's our best chance. If we get close to her, we get closer to MK as well.
The more we learn, the more Ursula's disappearance becomes shrouded in mystery. Was it really the result of politics? Did she get herself into something she couldn't get out of? And is creating a public scandal really the best way to find our answers? Local poet disappears. MK does nothing. They won't say or do anything. They're already getting away with much, much worse.
Eyes on the prize.
Ah, Bliss, hello.
You're getting closer, right? You're making moves.
Yes, maybe Nora and Laszlo are right. Maybe this will work out.
Keep that momentum going. Reverie still needs you.
Bliss suddenly becomes absorbed in her handheld console, focused on mashing 2 specific buttons as fast as possible. This glimpse of her undivided concentration is impressive, but it doesn't seem to be going as she planned.
No! Ugh. Can you try to wrap it up before I rage quit this game?
This ain't Mario Party. She's playing a game, Antonio. Bliss must know that I can't answer right now.
Also, you didn't hear this from me, but Power's getting all ceremonial about the truth situation.
I'd like to ask what that even means, but I can't. And anyway, she's already gone. Right, so, Jade. When we get to the skate park, how should we approach her? Interesting. Okay, the backup plan. So, we have 2 options. Try to befriend Jade. She may be more inclined to open up. Keep it straightforward. She may take me more seriously. Yeah. Cool. So, do we go with keep it straightforward or try to befriend Jade? Antic says friendship, so we want to befriend Jade. It might take a little bit longer, but it'll open up... It seems like it'll open up some extra paths. Interesting. The only problem is if we take a certain... okay. What does that part? Nora gets impatient. But because we didn't unlock that section, we may not be able to play it. That's the only problem. Oh my gosh, there's so many pathways to the decisions we make. Friendship? Alright, okay, alright. It looks like we're going with befriend Jade. Alright, let's go. We'll figure out the rest once we've unlocked it. Omadeo Skate Park. We arrive at the skate park, and my heart sinks. It's deserted. Not a single soul in sight. I'm about to suggest we come back later when I hear a squeak from Nora. Hold on. Let's just quickly go over into the codex. Omadeo Skate Park. Was built decades ago and is the only park of its kind in Atina. On Atina. It has always been and still is a place of joy for Alma's youth. In the mid-10s, Monoconzern tried to buy this aging piece of architecture from the municipality. Oh my gosh, words, pronunciations. Offering to modernize the facilities. When this offer was met with contempt by the local community, the corporation eventually agreed to leave it untouched. Since this unfortunate incident, Omadeus has also become a symbol of anti-Monoconzern activism. Ooh, okay. MK delivery drones. Drones have been used by Monoconzern since the 2020s and are the future of B2 and B2C. B2B, so business to business and business to customer, I'm going to say. These multi-purpose machines have seamlessly replaced cars and trucks on Atina. With thousands of units in flight daily, drones are now an integral part of life on Atina. An omnipresent sight that buzzes night and day, they help workers with their daily tasks. Their cameras and microphones allow Monoconzern to monitor the well-being of the people of Atina and deliver crucial messages in case of emergency. Go drones. I don't know about that. Technology listening in to our conversations. We already know how that feels, right, Google? It's Jade appearing from behind a half-pipe. Time for a charm offensive.
Jade.
The young woman's guard is immediately up. No doubt she's used to being recognized and suspicious of who we might be.
Can I help you?
Oh, she's pretty.
My name's Polly. This is Laszlo and Nora.
Hey.
I think you know my mother. Ursula?
From the Naiads. Your mum, is she? Funny how we studied her poetry at school. At uni, even.
You have no idea. We wanted to speak to you because we thought you could help us with... She vanished, my mother, a few days ago. And we thought maybe you could help.
Jade turns to look out over the ocean. She shifts a little, readjusts her sense. Thinking.
I'm sorry to hear that.
She sounds genuine, almost shocked. Her demeanor has changed slightly.
We wondered if anything you could tell us. Anything at all.
That would mean the world to us.
I shoot Nora a look. Calm down. We don't want to scare her off. Jade maintains her silence. Suddenly, she turns away from the view and looks me straight in the eye.
When did she disappear, exactly? What was she like the day before? Was she acting strange?
This isn't the passionate Jade I've heard about. She feels cold, analytical. The opposite of the energetic, driven fire starter I'd imagined.
Look, I'm sorry to press you on this. I really am. But we really need to know if you two were planning anything. Beyond the poetry.
She moves closer, and she's still not answering.
Did she mention anything about a meeting with someone you'd never heard of? Was anything missing with her? A suitcase, clothing, money?
Clearly the charm offensive failed. Despite the increasing tension, I'm a little sad. I used to be better at putting people at ease. Time for a different tack. So friendship didn't quite work. Blocked inevitable nodes. An inevitable node is only active when all its conditions are cleared. This one will only activate if you collect a bliss crystal. Which we did not. Okay. So we can't do an inevitable one. Because we don't have a bliss crystal. So we either interrupt Jade. Power Laszlo will do it politely enough. Or answer Jade's questions. Wait, she must have a reason for doing this. Okay. Do we go answer Jade's questions? Or interrupt Jade? Because if we go with that, we might be able to unlock one of these. Oh, actually, we won't. We'll only be able to go through to this one because this one's still locked. Because we ended up taking the other path. Anyway, so we can either interrupt Jade or answer Jade's questions. Either way, I'm not sure which way we're going to end up going. But anyway. There is a possibility. Antics, you say answer the questions? Okay. Because there is a possibility that Jade might know something and they might be able to say something about it. But then again... Alright, let's answer the questions. But first of all, let's have a look at the... Let's have a look into Jade. Born September 15, 2008. Studied literature, but dropped out. Mother from Malta and father from Athena. Estranged. Raised by her mother. Got good grades until she dropped out of school. No stable income. Writes articles for various independent publications on an irregular basis. Refused offers to join Monoconzern's open employment workshops. Okay. What else is new here? Is it the shed that I haven't checked into? Anyway. We still haven't unlocked any other aspirations. Alright, I think we are good. Okay. Alright, we are... Let's answer her questions and see what she says. I answered Jade's questions as best as I can, but I have to stifle my impatience. This is getting us nowhere. Weren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions? When I do manage to get in a question, Jade just deflects with another. Every time I answer, she asks for more details. She's not being aggressive, she's defending herself, making sure we can be trusted, perhaps?
Listen to me. Don't fight her.
I know. I'm trying.
The real problem is, I can see Nora crossing her arms and scowling. She's annoyed and getting dangerously close to the boiling point. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. We've answered Jade's questions. Do we have to play this one? It must be played to unlock other nodes. Or do we just... Have we not unlocked this one? Wait until she's done. She'll be grateful you did. Or do I need 2? Oh, I can't. Alright, so I do have to... I have to play this one regardless. Alright. Alright, I guess we're playing this one. She expected a different Jade. One with more empathy I can understand. And then I'll be able to gain a bond crystal as well. Alright, cool. From the corner of my eye, I can see Nora standing frozen. Her usual electric fidgeting has stilled. Jade's up close now, arms crossed, straight-backed, every bit the investigative journalist. This isn't the badass Nora expected. As Jade continues to hammer questions at us, I see Nora's shoulders set, her face turned down. She's not just disappointed, she's getting defensive. I don't really blame her, but this is a delicate conversation. Can we risk her getting on edge? Alright. We've gained a bond and a... Can we not go through this path, or do we have to take the inevitable path right now? We can take this path? No? We can. Alright, we're going to take this path. I try again with our questions. What did Jade know? Why were they meeting?
Fine. I was doing another investigation into MK, and Ursula was helping. We believe the company was dipping
Hey, Rich, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. Alright. Let me just read this out. We believe the company was dipping its toes into medical care or a public health program. Oh, okay. Interesting.
A couple of neighborhood kids said an MK agent offered them coupons and free samples. Said it was to test a new product line.
Okay, interesting.
They call it Egregor.
Egregor.
They claimed
She sighs, rubs her forehead.
it was going to help with exams, stress, clarity of mind and all that.
Uh-oh. Clarity of the mind? Sounds like something out of Reverie, to be honest. But how?
That's all I know.
Oh, I know why she turned to Ursula.
Wait. You contacted my mother because of her work on the Oxyons, on the history of Athena, right?
I only found her stuff by chance. Sounds like MK tried to have it burned, but a few copies survived. That was the only other reference to Egregor I ever found.
Okay, interesting. Silence descends as we attempt to unravel these revelations. It sounds like this goes far deeper than we thought, but everything we've learned so far is circumstantial, just guesswork. Laszlo's not taking the additional MK factor well. Neither is Nora, who looks dumbstruck. Has MK done something to my mother? Interesting. Okay. I feel like we have to take another inevitable path. Ask Jade to use her network. She could help, but she might have her own problems. In order to unlock this one, talk about printing posters. It might attract MK's attention. I'm not sure we want to do that. Have a bliss crystal, but revoke Nora loses her cool. Oh, and then the objectives above. Oh. Okay. Nora loses her cool. Nora is being clumsy, but all she wants is to connect with Jade. Inevitable, it must be played to unlock other nodes. So many choices, I know, and I know there's so many to choose from. So if we end up talking about printing posters, if we end up taking that if we end up making that decision, it means we can't go back and play through the inevitable node of Nora loses her cool. Skip printing? Yeah. Oh, I have to unlock it. Which means I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to play through Nora loses her cool. I think. Is that this one? Yeah. So I'm gonna have to play through this one. Yeah, okay. And then I'll gain a bond crystal out of it. Alright, let's go. Nora strides forward.
Enough, alright, enough.
Uh-oh.
We've been going out of our minds with worry for days. We heard you might be the sort of person who'd want to help when people are lost, but you're just digging for details. Is the story all you care about? We don't need that. Come on, Paul. If she's not gonna help us, we'll find someone who will.
Jay's a stranger to us and a journalist to boot. A hardened shell is practically a job requirement. But Nora's words have caught her off guard. She steps back, arms hanging loose at her side. Interesting. Okay. All right. Can we play through this one now? Hold on. What's the notification say? I've gained the bond crystal. Objectives. Shush Nora or let Nora speak. Inevitable. Oh, we still need to... Okay. So we have to go through some of the inevitable ones before we can go back to the regular path. Alright, so we either ask Jade... Sorry, we either shush Nora or we let Nora speak. So if we let Nora speak, you may want to respect the emotions she is feeling. Or, if we shush Nora, don't let her upset Jade. Nora has rights. She does indeed. So are we letting Nora speak? Shall we let Nora speak then? In this instance. Okay. Alright, let's let Nora speak then. It's clear Nora has more to say, so I keep quiet. We've all been through the ringer of late. This might help her relieve some pressure.
I knew I shouldn't have gotten so hyped. But who you are, what you do, you seem to be doing so much good around here. I really don't have words for it, so I thought... But I understand. I'm in no position to ask for more. Let's go.
Nora.
Jade's eyes have misted over. There are tears there, welling up at the edges.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to... Oh, hell,
It's okay. It is. Don't worry about it.
The hard edge has evaporated almost completely. Jade wipes her eyes, then her nose.
The last few days, they've been a lot. Like, a lot. The last few months, even. Harder than anything I could ever imagine.
She looks up, trying to force her tears back down. That's what I do. I do that a lot. When I know that I'm about to cry, I look up. Just to, you know, reverse the cycle of the tears to just go back into the eyeballs. It's rough. It is hard, though. It is very hard to keep back tears sometimes. Okay, so we let Nora speak. Can we still... Do we still have to go through the whole path, or can we go back here? It's still locked. Okay. I have to go through the inevitable path regardless. Okay. So now that we've let Nora speak... now we can either... Oh, I need 3 bliss crystals. I can't unlock this one. I've only got 2. Which Jade offers her help. Nora's right. Confrontation was the right way to get through to Jade. I don't have 3 bliss crystals, but I do have 2. But I'm going to lose 2 bond crystals. But if I go this path, because I've got 3 bond crystals, I can actually... Oh, but then I'll lose 2 of my bliss crystals. Nora gave you an opportunity to learn more about Jade. I guess I don't have a choice, because I don't have enough bliss crystals. So I'm going to end up losing some bliss crystals here. Alright. Yeah, I don't have a choice.
I'm sorry. Really. That was rude of me. Disrespectful. Not my intention.
No, please. It's all right. Really.
I've spent the last weeks, months actually, digging into MK's plan for this place, and I just can't take it anymore. They own everything. The systems, the records, the security. They roll over the vulnerable and suck up every resource they can. It's heinous. It's unfair. And I can't do anything to stop it. And no one gives a shit. Feels like it's just me out here sometimes, you know?
Her voice is tired. Her gaze evades ours. Even her hand gestures are weary. Jade's exhausted beyond imagination.
And I know that's not true, but it feels like it. I have people with me, sure. Friends, comrades, but it never stops. Now Ursula and... Yeah, it's all gotten a little much.
Aw.
I'm sorry too.
For a moment, I wonder if Nora might hug Jade, near stranger or not. From the way her arms lift, it looks like she wants to.
Guess I didn't realize I was so angry about everything. I think I'd feel the same in your shoes.
Jade actually smiles.
Thanks. It's just like...
But the smile goes away after a second.
I'd like to help if I can.
Aha.
I don't know if I'm good for anything at the moment.
Burnout's a hell of a thing.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. Alright. So, ooh, confidence. Ooh, what was that trophy for? Managed to gain Jade's trust quickly. Yes. Aha. Alright. Cool. So, ask Jade to use her network. I gain 2 bliss crystals here. Or, but I need a bliss crystal to be able to do that, and I've just lost 2 of them, so I won't be able to talk about the printing posters. So, I don't have a choice. I'm going to have to go with this one. Oh, wait, what? I can't... Oh my gosh. I have to... What happened? These are locked. I've played through the inevitable paths. And the only objective I can go through right now is this, which means anything that Okay. Because we played through the inevitable path, it has unlocked our objective of persuading Jade to network, but has locked off everything else. Wow, okay. I guess I don't have a choice. We have an objective. It is an inevitable objective, so we're going to have to play through that. So we're going to persuade Jade to network. And Bond says this is the best way to reach Ursula without causing too much trouble. So we've got 3 Bond crystals here. Yeah, it's an inevitable node. Must be played. And we'll gain an extra 10 Bond crystals. So that's going to give us a lot of Bond crystals here. Alright, let's go. Jade's mouth tightens. She's made a decision.
Alright, I'll hit up my network.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's still risky, but it's not like shouting the search from the rooftops. No offense.
I'm taken.
If MK Cotton's on, we've got a better chance of containing it if we know who knows what.
Yeah, okay.
It's our best option. For sure.
Alright. Interesting. She looks at Nora and smiles warmly. Nora smiles back. Sounds like we have a plan. Alright. We have a plan. And thank you, Harmony. Play an objective related to Bond. Cool. Nice. So we've done that. And we continue on. Something on your mind. Jade has more to say, especially to Nora. Alright, let's go. How did your first episode of PlayStation Drive go? It was good. It was good fun. We talked about our origin story with, with where we started with PlayStation and gaming, and yeah, we had a lot of people asking questions, and yeah, it was good fun. You should go back and watch it. Watch the VOD on Carpool Gaming's YouTube channel. Otherwise, you can also listen to the podcast if you'd like to go back and listen to it if you don't have a chance to watch. But yeah, no, it was good fun. Got a little chaotic towards the end, but it was good. Ash, hello! Welcome to the streamies. Hope you're well. All right. As it turns out, Jade lives near the Naiads, so we agree to walk back together. For the first time, I notice what a beautiful day it is. The sun warming my skin, the breeze flicking at loose strands of my hair. We meander through Alma, the four of us. It feels almost tranquil.
It's not easy for someone to go missing on this island. Everyone knows everyone and everything. Alma's a small world, a tight-knit community. You'll find her. Problem is, you've got MK between where you are now and where you want to be. No way you're avoiding a tussle.
Okay. When I left Atina, Monokonzern was background noise, just a detail in our lives. Now they're a juggernaut, unchallenged, inescapable. I've realized I'm angry. Resentment burns in me each and every time I hear that name. We turn a corner, and the Naiad floats into view. Nora crosses the path to walk alongside Jade. I'm the juggernaut, bitch. Yes, you are, Ash. Yes, you are.
Didn't mention it before, but I think I was approached by those MK goons you mentioned.
Sorry, I've been watching X-Men reviews. All good. Didn't mention it before, but I think I was approached by those MK goons you mentioned.
The public health project guys?
Shit. Egregore and everything.
Yeah.
Was this the job she told me about?
Listen, you didn't ask for it, but here's my advice. You see them coming again, you run. Or tell them to fuck off, or scream at them, or whatever. But do not take their money, Nora. I'm serious.
No, yeah, I wasn't going to.
Oh, really? Unless we convince you otherwise, you were totally in on it.
I've heard rumors. People who came back the very opposite of healthy. And ones who never came back at all.
There have been other disappearances?
Hard to tell. People go missing all the time. Especially the ones society pushes to its edge.
I can tell Jade's trying to sound reasonable. She's had to deal with so much.
Sometimes they just move on. Change cities. There are rarely any records. But recently, a lot more people than normal have gone away. And most haven't come back.
But the ones who did come back?
Said they were given this egregore stuff. Pills or injections. And that was it.
I have a nice voice to fall asleep to? Wow, that says a lot about me. Me and Garfield, we hate Mondays. It's very soothing. How is it soothing? I don't find it very soothing or cozy. I am nothing like a Lochlith. Yes, it is. It is Tuesday here. It is Tuesday. Does Tiny hate Tuesdays? Well, it's not Tuesday for her, so you can't say that it's Tuesday for her.
Some got sick, others were fine. But no clarity of mind business.
Could this be the moment to tell the truth? No, not yet. Reverie is my burden to bear, for now. And how do I bring up the aspirations without sounding like I'm having a stroke? Yes. Yes, thank you very much, Power. I appreciate you coming in and reading my mind.
You must.
I try to ignore Power's voice. I don't want to start acting weird and lose what little trust we've built with Jade. Not far now. Jade gives us a nod, and we wave and a wave as she heads into her building. As we turn to leave, Bliss appears alongside me. I smile at Nora and Laszlo as we walk along in companionable silence, and Bliss laughs. It's Tuesday on the other side of the screen, which means a reverse parallel universe. Tiny is a Canadian koala and Fulia is an Australian Canadian, which means Ash hates Tuesdays rather than Mondays. I don't know where that logic is coming through for you, Antonio, but sure.
Someone's been busy.
Yeah. I'm trying to get comfortable with my headphones, even though it's kind of like hot.
Well, guess what? We've been busy too. You're not the only bunch investigating.
The inner mechanisms of my mind are enigma. I can tell. Just from that one comment.
Bond and Power and I have news.
Truth still clings to life, but they are beyond our reach alone. Even our own ties have been severed. But we are close. So very close.
Our world does not cease to be when you are not viewing it.
Okay.
It is imperative that you stabilize your home front quickly so that you may assist us in Reverie. Do whatever you must.
Okay. I'm trying.
We know. So, here's the plan. We can clear the way to Truth Sanctuary, but after that, we'll have to summon you. Be ready.
Oh no. We're going to be summoned to Reverie. Alright. End of chapter. Alright, that's the end of chapter 3. Okay, choosing an outcome. You have reached the end of the act. It is time for you to choose an outcome. Only the ones you have unlocked with the crystals you gathered are available. Close this tutorial and use X on the outcome you want to play. Well, we've only unlocked one outcome, and that is the only outcome we can play. Power. There's only one proper way to bring an aspiration back to life. Tradition reborn. So we do not have a choice, because we haven't unlocked enough bliss crystals. We didn't gain enough bliss crystals to unlock this one. So we have to play this one. So Tradition Reborn, here we go. This is the outcome. Truth's Buried Temple. Bond is here, so is Power.
Welcome to the domain of truth.
Someone worked hard to keep us from entering. But together, Power and I, we found a way inside.
Come, let's get this over with.
Okay. I'm surprised to find a cave, cold and damp. It's not at all where I imagined the aspiration of truth would reside. Empty walls, clear water, an unfillable void. It could be how they picture facts and accuracy. Cold, solid. Bond and Power survey our surroundings. Their eyes are alert, but they seem relieved. I see truth. There in the center. They are broken, shattered. I move closer, my footsteps echoing in the void without dying entirely. Even sound can't hide in here.
Come, Power. Let us proceed.
Okay. There's something in here that... Truth's buried temple. Okay. So this is a sanctuary. This is Truth's sanctuary. Truth's underground lake lies far away in the north of Reverie and doesn't have a bed. Its surface is a door beyond dreams that leads to the subconscious of life itself. Only Truth can stare into it and retain their sanity. This lake is a way for them to see everything and nothing as they please. The cave surrounding it acts as an echo chamber. Much like its owner, this sanctuary has remained unchanged since the very beginning of time, unaffected by cycles and shifts. Alma is the historic district of Athena, known for its characteristic quaint houses and food. The original heart of the island, Alma, is an open-air museum carefully protected by Monoconzone. This district was badly damaged by the 1898 earthquake and has slowly deteriorated. A colourful maze, Alma is a great place for a stroll through the past while admiring the beautiful glass towers of the business district. Unfortunately for everyone, reconstruction projects are often delayed by a small group of anti-Monoconzone activists. I think that was it, right? Yeah, alright, cool.
Agreed.
To my surprise, the two of them join hands. Bond begins to sway to a beat I can't hear. Power joins a moment later. Soon the sway has become a foot-pounding, heart-shaking dance. Do I hear drums in the distance? The dance quickens, the movement of limbs blurring until two aspirations are almost indistinguishable from each other. The drums grow louder, joined by a chanting that seems to come from the empty air just over my shoulder. Egregore picks up the broken shards of truth in a kaleidoscope whirlwind of color and substance.
It's working. Keep your distance. This may be...
A new sound emerges, a low vibration, a hum coming from the statue itself. Ooh. Cutscene. Haven't seen one of these in a while. Oh, there's truth. Missing page. Wow. Oh, who's that? What's happening? On the right path. Finish Act 1. We have finished Act 1, people. Act 1 is complete. Alright. We're getting closer to finding Ursula. I can feel it. Reverie is guiding me through this maze. But there's still a lot I need to figure out for myself. We are nowhere near the platinum, Antonio, believe me. Truth's buried temple. More trophies than I've gotten this year. Then you need to be playing more PlayStation games, Antonio. Silence reigns in the cave. The figure stands before me, regarding me with cool eyes. I hope Bliss was right, that they know where my mother is. The aspiration stirs. Bliss, Bond, Power, they're all here.
I am truth. I am the eye that sees.
unveiled, the watcher in the dark.
So ominous.
And I am whole once more. Thanks to you, Harmony.
They needs to drop more games then. It's just been Persona and Final Fantasy so far. Dude, you need to go back and play a lot of other games on the PlayStation. Forget about the Switch for now. Go to your PlayStation. If you're playing games that are available on all platforms, go to your PlayStation. I have a bad feeling about this guy. This person is an aspiration. It's not a person. That name again, no matter what.
You're welcome.
No matter.
But please, my mother, Ursula Beauclair, do you know where she is?
My memories remain out of reach, shattered, like my cell.
Oh.
Although I cannot tell you where your mother may be, I do know her fate is entwined with that of Chaos.
Oh, Chaos.
And that it was Chaos who incapacitated me.
Oh. Chaos is one of the aspirations. We might have to meet them. Bliss is sitting on the ground, visibly annoyed by something. Bond seems to be uncomfortable, but Power stands and begins pacing, almost marching.
This is outrageous. We have tolerated this charlatan's exploits for far too long. I've told you before, Chaos would be the death of us. Always scheming and plotting against their own kin.
And that's what Chaos is, right?
They may have a maze, but I have an army. I'll flush him out in no time.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
No. Such violence would only widen the rift that already threatens to tear Reverie apart.
Right?
We need to listen to each other, please.
Oh.
Harmony, our kin Chaos retreated to their endless maze shortly after Truth disappeared. Now we know why.
That maze. Is it impenetrable?
It's a labyrinth of trickery and tomfoolery built by a coward. I'd go in there myself, only
Only we cannot enter an aspiration's domain without being invited.
Oh.
and that charlatan will never let us in. They will refuse to fight face to face.
That's enough. Chaos may be unbound, but the secret to their return is consensus, not division.
Bond is correct. War is an engine of strife, and in direct opposition to our needs. And may I remind you, we have other matters to attend to. Our realm lies in tatters, a shadow of itself. Glory refuses reason at every turn. We must decide where our attention is most required.
I need to remind them of my own goal.
I have to find my mother. For the sake of my own family.
Did I speak too frankly? They seem surprised.
I hope you understand.
Certainly. It is the logical choice. But I would suggest that a search for Chaos and a search for Ursula may well be one and the same.
I don't understand. Why would they be linked? What aren't you telling me?
Not a single one of them can look me in the eye. Another secret, another closed door I need to pry open with my bare hands.
I may have a mutually beneficial solution. May. As I say, my memory remains treacherous.
Sorry, I was running from murderers. Congrats on completing the first chapter. The first act, actually. First act. But also, no trusty this guy either. See, Ash and I don't trust sus peeps. They're not peeps. They're not people. They're aspirations. They have no gender. It is they or them. They did.
Go home. Await the coming of tomorrow. And we will see if fate guides us true.
But it's truth. Why would you be sus of truth?
Fate.
The laugh escaping my throat hurts. Truth hurts.
Fate is an easy word to throw around. I'll wait for tomorrow.
I am pleased.
The other aspirations look set to launch into their own sales pitches, but I've made up my mind. I bid them farewell, close my eyes, and plunge back down the rabbit hole to Brittle. Is it though? Could be somebody disguising themselves as the truth. I'm back at the Naiads. Traveling between the two realms is always a brief and uneventful affair, and whose perception of truth is deemed unbiased enough to be truth. How's the game so far, Pat? It's going. We finished Act 1, and now we're in Act 2. We've met truth. We need to find chaos. Wait, I'm not alone. Something fogs my vision. A popping, crackling sensation that could only be...
Well, that was a pretty mess, wasn't it?
Speak of the devil. Everybody, this is chaos. I like this one. Of course you like this one. Antics.
Chaos. I don't understand. Bond said you were hiding, so how are you here? Now?
Hiding? I'm not hiding. I'm out here relaxing, taking a load off, escaping the rat race.
Looks like an evil Jughead. Natural concept of the universe. Well, at least he has some interesting make-up choices.
You've seen the others. Can you blame me? Doesn't mean I can't talk to you, though, you lucky thing.
But why? Why won't you work with them then?
Because they've got it all wrong, you see?
Oh, yeah?
I am chaos. As much as truth is truth and power is power. They aren't just names, my dear. I'm not hiding from you. I'm just in a place that requires effort to reach.
Hmm.
Live your life by my name. I'm sure we'll see each other soon. Bye-bye for now.
And they're gone. And they're gone. Taking their riddles with them. Live your life by my name. They're offering me another path, right? Whatever's coming my way, I need a break. It's late. I'm tired and anxious about whatever truth has planned for tomorrow. Time to eke out whatever rest I can manage. Chaos path. Let's do it. Oh, what the heck is this? Heart screen? This is the heart screen. It shows the number of crystals you have collected throughout the story. Aspirations need egregore to extend their influence over Brittle. Collecting their crystals fills up the gauge that represents their need for egregore. You can press L1 to open this screen at any time on the augural. Oh. That path is not pointing toward chaos. It's a maze, remember? Influence. Fulfilling an aspiration's need for egregore completely will change Atena's destiny? Will you choose a champion? Or will you try to maintain balance between the forces ruling both Reverie and Brittle? Okay. Alright. So far, we haven't met all of the aspirations yet. We still have one. That's Glory. Alright. We still have to meet Glory. So we haven't met Glory yet. But we've met everybody else so far. So far, we're heading towards Bliss. So Bliss, we've got 7 Bliss crystals. We got 1 power crystal. We got 14 bond crystals. But we've yet to come across any truth and chaos ones because we've just met them. All right. This is interesting. Glory sounds like they think too highly of themselves. Chaos is more our speed. Our speed, Antonio? You might want to rephrase that. I think you mean yours. All right. Chapter 1, Act 2. Oh, there are objectives. Ooh, all right. We're jumping in to Chapter 1 of Act 2. Let's go. No, I'm pretty sure I didn't type a Y in there. Hours for honor, for glory. Battle. No, no, no. We don't want to battle. No battles. No battles. Okay. What? Aw. She really wants to use that hockey stick. I was ready. A new day with Adelaide. I need to talk with Nora and Laszlo and go over our options. Okay. Loki is currently using the PS5 for heat. It is cold. It's been 5 years since I was last on Athena. It's weird to be back. So much has changed. So much is new.
So, what's the plan?
Uh-huh. Laszlo, Nora, and I are in the kitchen. A bit phased out and a bit lost. We're still half asleep.
I just woke up, Grandpa.
Grandpa. Nora's always called her grandfather that. Of course, Laszlo's always hated the term, but it's stuck.
The plan is to find some breakfast.
You mean get me to make you some breakfast, hmm?
Okay, so I think he's like an adopted grandfather. He's not actual grandfather.
If you're offering.
They're smiling, but there's desperation in their eyes. We have no idea what to do.
Polly, got any more substantial, less food-oriented ideas, dear?
I'm trying to figure out our next move. We don't know where Ursula is. Not a clue. We need a lead.
We need a miracle.
The entrance bell rings. A couple of short, decisive presses.
You were saying?
Could it be the aspirations? Could it be the help truth mentioned before? I wonder. All right. Consequences of outcomes. The next node's barrier was removed by the outcome you chose at the end of the previous act. Outcomes generally have greater consequences than objectives. For now, things are kept simple, but it might be different later. Let's see what fate has in store for you. So, we can't go this way because it's locked, unfortunately. Which would have been a stranger at the gate. So now, we have to play through this one. Someone's here for us. Ursula's disappearance is public knowledge. Conditions. Everybody knows you're looking for Ursula. Uh-oh. This might be bad. I walk quickly to the gate. Laszlo and Nora follow in hurried silence. The terrace. Oh, it's so pretty. Damn, this game is so pretty. A handsome man stands at the gate. Sure-footed, good posture. He flashes a brisk smile when he sees us.
Good morning.
Well, hello there, sir. He's impressive in a way. Attractive for sure. Laszlo and Nora hover behind me. They've elected me as their leader since I arrived, which feels good somehow.
Can we help you?
I'm Omar. I was hoping we could have a word about Ursula.
I steal a quick glance behind me. Laszlo is on guard. Nora's face is a mixture of confusion and hope.
What about her?
I heard about her disappearance. It's the talk of the town.
He quickly describes the energy of Alma last night. Whatever Jade's done, it caused a stir.
She didn't show up for our recent appointment, so I wanted to lend a hand.
He's calm, sure of himself, as if nothing could ever shake him.
Who are you, exactly? I own a bookshop on Liberation Road. Academic stuff, mainly. Well, that's in these days, right? Nerd stuff.
Alright, we need to find out. Liberation Road Bookshop. A bookshop on Liberation Road. It has specialized in academic publications for 9 years now. This very peculiar bookshop is seen as a quaint little place by tourists. Many specialists on the Oxian culture stop by to visit the owner, order books, and chat about the latest discoveries. Omar Shibani, a historian by trade, was made a citizen of Atina in 2030. So he's new here. Interesting. Omar, born December 3, 1994, owns a bookshop on Liberation Road, holds a doctorate in Oxian culture. Moved to Atina after earning his degree to continue researching the Oxian culture, but was denied clearance by the previous administration. All information on the Oxians is now tightly controlled by Monoconzern. Runs a bookshop, which now draws some regulars. From his phone calls, it appears he has he's a father and several sisters. Alright, so we've met Truth. Truth is the unequivocal answer to life, setting boundaries and laws between everything that is. As the guardian of the Book of Facts, Truth keeps a record of the history of Reverie. Truth is the weaver of prophecies and all-seeing eye of Reverie, capable of predicting what will be and seeing everything that could have been. They defined the very structure of Reverie, creating the nexus out of thin air for the aspirations to coexist in. They care deeply about the fate of dreams and devote their existence to ensuring the future can come to pass. And then Chaos, a master of trifles and a cosmic designer, Chaos is both none and everything all at once. As the oldest aspiration, they are the spark that birthed Reverie and are also the one who can change it. None of this matters to Chaos, however. They are the aspiration of the present, and neither the past nor the future matters to them. The rawest and yet most complex incarnation of dreams, Chaos is unpredictable, free, and always in search of something to create or destroy. Reverie's Maze. This maze rose from droplets of egregore falling from the nexus and is a puzzle even to us. It has long remained unexplored by us aspirations who fear what may be lurking inside. Eventually, Chaos decided to claim it their playground, tending to plants and concealing dreams within its depths. A few aspirations refused to grant them the land, but since Chaos had never had a proper sanctuary, those aspirations were voted down. Most of us still don't know how or why this labyrinth came to be. Of course, Antics loves that sort of stuff.
I specialize in literature about the Oxyon culture.
The Oxyons, the culture that once stood on this land, word melders, poetic fishermen, and builders of temples, like many cultures around the Mediterranean. Could they be linked to Reverie?
Ursula and I shared an interest in that specific topic until her disappearance. And once I heard about that, I had to come here and offer my help. But after all, it's about giving back. But the Naiads is a part of this community, right? This place was quite the landmark. Back in the day, of course. A refuge for artists, poets, and lost souls.
Laszlo opens his mouth to speak, but stops himself. He doesn't like how Omar described the Naiads, but Omar's right. The building's seen better days.
I'm Nora, and this
Is Laszlo. And I'm Polly, Ursula's daughter.
Daughter? That's... interesting.
Oh, he's shocked.
How so?
I had a sort of dream. Vague and very hard to decipher. The Oxyon word for daughter kept coming up.
Oh? This can't be a coincidence.
Well, nice to meet you, Omar.
Interesting. Alright, a cautious meeting. Who is this man? Alright, we're diving in. It's hard to focus. The four of us walk toward the building, none of us saying a word. The lawn is gorgeous. In the summer, the whole community of Alma gathers here. A soup kitchen is often run out of the kitchen. Ursula cooks for a battalion, while Laszlo serves food and helps out along with anyone else who's around.
so. First time here?
It's a good question. Not everyone on the island has visited the Naiads, famous as it is.
Yeah. I moved to Athena a couple of years back. Did my master's on the Oxyon civilization, so obviously I had to come here to finish it.
I smile. I did the exact opposite. Studied here until I could get as far away from Athena as possible.
How did you end up living here?
We've been here since forever. Ursula used all of her money to keep this place afloat.
Now it's just debts and leaky pipes.
At his granddaughter's words, Laszlo nods. That draws a smile from Omar. Good, the tension seems to be clearing. Is truth behind Omar's visit?
Perhaps.
Of course, truth pops in, reads Polly's mind, and is like, maybe. Their voice in my head feels like a swarm of bees rushing through my skull.
Consider Omar here a helpful stranger, encountered on an unknown path. One who does not know the way, but is in possession of a map.
A map, you say? A wave of gratitude emanates from the aspiration. Is this their way of thanking me?
Think of this as a resetting of the balance.
Interesting. This stranger may be the key to finding my mother. Laszlo and Nora seem to realize this too. It looks like they're dying to interrogate him.
So, what do you know about Ursula? Did you notice anything strange about her?
Alright, he's getting a bit serious.
Calm down, Grandpa. Did she say anything to you about leaving? About going away? Do you have any leads?
Truth is still there, a presence behind my eyes.
I'd let them ask their questions before letting him into your sanctum. You can never tell with people. Not these days.
Okay.
But you sent him to us.
More like he washed up on your shores.
Oh? My eyes practically roll themselves. I feel the weight of power and bond arrive, and something else. A fake presence I'm not familiar with.
Whatever they might say, truth is relieved, as are we all.
Yes, thankful also.
You're welcome. But right now, I've got a stranger to deal with.
The odd presence remains silent before fading entirely, but I have more pressing matters to attend to. I feel like that's it's either chaos or maybe it's glory. Glory hasn't made themselves known. They haven't presented themselves yet. So maybe it's glory. Omar's managed to appease Nora and Laszlo, but I need to make sure we can trust him. Shifty, very suspicious. Convergence! Alright. The 2 symbol means that several nodes are available, and you must play a certain number of them in order to progress onwards. Here you must choose 2 nodes among the 3 that are available before moving on. Oh, okay, so we have to play 2 out of the 3 nodes before we can continue the story. All right, decision time, people. Get ready to make a choice. So, we ask when he last saw Ursula. When was the last time he heard from her? Nodes, man. Bad nodes. Alright, this node. Oh my gosh, there's so many options. Okay, and this will determine a few different oh wow. And that one's all the way up there. And then this one's over here. Alright, cool. Alright, let's make our decisions. Alright, so ask when he last saw her. Query about their friendship. What was there between them? Is he her lover? Ask about the Oxyons. What does Atena's ancient civilization have to do with Ursula? Alright, we need to pick the first node of the 2 that we need to play. Which one do we go with first? Query about their friendship? Okay. Alright, so that one, we're all agreeing that we want to do that, because I feel like I need to find out what's going on, like how they know each other and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, okay. So we'll go with query about their friendship, and then once we've gone through that, we'll make the second choice before moving on. Alright, let's go. Just how well did he know my mother?
So you and Ursula were friends?
Omar looks momentarily taken aback, the gleam in his eyes dimming as he ponders the question.
Yes. Yes, I suppose we were. We bonded over our love of the Oxyon culture and... Yes. Friends. But I haven't known her that long. A few months, maybe?
I hear Laszlo cross his arms, a rustle of fabric followed by a barely audible grunt. Nora senses the tension. Laszlo and Ursula have a pretty open relationship, so why the attitude? Why the concern?
Well, I guess it's our lucky day. You might be just the person we've been looking for.
Before I can agree, A peal of laughter rings across the courtyard. No one's smiling, but there's the laughter again, quick and manic. Gee, I wonder who that could be. Chaos. Ha.
Look at him. For a man who prides himself on being pure-hearted, he's quite the bleeding heart.
Ooh. So why was one of our questions not about why this guy has only 3 buttons on his shirt? Look, it might be a warm day, or maybe that's just his style. Who knows? I try to ignore the fizzing sensation at the back of my mind.
Oh, you're no fun.
As swiftly as they appeared, the cloud of their presence retreats, their laughter echoing across the sea below. But if we don't ask the questions, we will never know. All right, so that there was one of the nodes. All right, second node that we need to play. Ask when he last saw her, or ask about the Oxyons. What does Athena's ancient civilization have to do with Ursula? I feel like we might get some information if we go with ask about the Oxyons. But we kind of want to know when he last saw her as well. When he last saw her? Okay. What's that going to unlock? All right. Interesting. Okay. All right. Are we going with ask about when he last saw her? There will be a consequence. Yeah? All right. Ask when he last saw her. Okay. Let's go. As I get a better look at Omar, I can tell he's traveled a lot. It's the little things, mannerisms you don't find in people here. It feels like he's trying too hard, like his calm exterior is a facade. That might be what's pushing Laszlo away.
So, Ursula, how often did you two meet?
She popped by the bookshop when she was in the area. Every few days. And recently we'd met as friends. Social calls.
Laszlo stiffens just a little.
She never mentioned you.
She talked about you all the time. I went to your bar once and I was struck by how similar you were to her description. Again, it's a compliment.
Let's not get sidetracked. The last time you saw her was...
A few weeks ago. She came by to borrow a book I'd recommended. Oxyon Legacy and the Spiritualist Diaspora. She didn't seem out of sorts. Oh, I actually bought something that could be of help.
Oh? As Omar rummages through his pockets, I feel the unmistakable weight of power's presence.
Whether Omar means to or not, he brings great upheaval.
Right now, upheaval or no, he's all we've got.
Interesting. All right. So now we've unlocked, we can continue on. Ursula's last notes. I can't believe she'd started writing again after all this time. Okay. This reveals 3 extra nodes. All right, let's play. I can't say I trust him, but he's our best lead so far. At Laszlo and Nora's nod, I beckon Omar inside.
Here, I found these. I think they might provide a clue. or a lead, or... Well, I'm not a detective, but they look relevant, at least.
He passes me a few crumpled scraps of paper.
Ursula's handwriting.
Yes. It's part of her latest work. She gave them to me a few weeks ago and claimed she had a notebook somewhere containing the rest.
Oh?
I think I can help you. I know exactly where it is. Wait here, all of you.
Oh? He almost pirouettes on his way out. Nora stifles a laugh despite the reasons behind our meeting.
You're becoming our lucky charm.
Well, I was just worried about Ursula. It's, good to know I'm not alone.
We'll get to the bottom of this. Now that we have a lead, there's no stopping us.
I can't help but smile at Nora's confidence, but before I can speak, Laszlo practically batters down the door on his way back.
She told me where it was years ago. No secrets between us. But I couldn't bring myself to open it and read it. It's her personal stuff, you know?
Laszlo, adorable Laszlo. Even with Ursula missing, he still thought it would be wrong to read her notebook. That's really sweet. Everybody looks at the damn thing. It's pretty, but opening it feels like a betrayal.
Perfect. I know we might regret this later, but sometimes the unethical thing to do is the right one.
He leafs through the notebook, a sorry-looking and surprisingly thin affair. A concerned look darkens his face.
It's filled cover to cover. Too much for one person to read. If I just... there.
Omar slowly unties the leather cord binding the pages together. I've never heard Laszlo make that noise before. A kind of strangled snort.
Nora, was it? Here. 2 sheets. Laszlo, take these 3. I'll take these other 3. And Polly, these are yours.
He hands out the pages as if they were flyers for the biggest concert of the year.
What have you...
I hope you'll all agree this is no time for unnecessary hesitation. The sooner we read Ursula's work, the sooner we'll find out if she left any clue to her disappearance.
Laszlo's face is beet red, but he drops his gaze to the pages before him. I take a look at the now homeless sheets in my hands. It looks like a foreword and the opening chapters. They seem to be about family, the Oxyons, and... I squint at the hastily written notes. A diatribe on life, the future, and her anxieties. I never knew. One sentence stands out from all the rest. The words sound alien when set against the Ursula I thought I knew.
Bound to live in a world where I drown in the memory of you. The rage inside still hasn't burnt away the tears. I'll meet you again in a fraction of time. Someday.
Who is she talking about? Okay. We have an an inevitable node that we will have to play. We can't play these ones because they're locked. Which means we have no choice. Check on Laszlo. He looks concerned. Oh, sorry, no, that's not it. This is... Omar notices my reluctance. I can't believe we tore it apart. So we have to play it. Shame washes over me for a moment. Should we be doing this? Trawling through my mother's secrets? Omar notices my hesitation and beckons me over with a jerk of his head.
I know. This feels wrong. But you know as well as I do.
That it's the only way. I do. Why did she even give you those pages?
Because I asked. She was writing again. For the first time in a long time, she said. She wanted an unbiased opinion, and I, offered my services.
But you never read them?
Once I saw they were poems, No. I thought she was working on some new Oxyon translations. Verse, though, not my bag. So much for the enlightened academic shtick.
My mother's work can get a little heavy sometimes.
I clench my teeth as I push back the memories.
But there's new stuff. From the notebook. It's full of references to Oxyon traditions and rituals. A treasure trove, really. I'm going to go back to it. Why don't you go and check on the others? They look a little lost.
Okay. Interesting. Timer. This node is subject to a timer represented with a clock icon in its lower part. The timer will decrease by 1 when another node is played. When the timer hits 0, the condition will be resolved and the barrier will break. Okay. So that means... Alright, so who do we check on first? Do we check on Nora? Or do we check on Laszlo? So at the moment, if we check on Laszlo, he looks worried. But Nora seems scared. Seems frightened. Check on Nora first? I feel like we need to check on Nora first. The lady. Alright, we'll check on Nora first. Let's check on Nora. Nora looks, well, incensed. She's almost shaking with rage. Or is it fear?
Hey. Everything okay?
No reaction. She's glued to her phone. Her fingers are blur as they tap word after word onto the screen.
Nora?
What?
Oh, hey. I just... You look a little...
Polly. Wait. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap.
Ursula's poems? That good, huh?
Something like that. They're all about her dreams, how vivid they could be. I've read her work before, and this is by far the most literal I've seen her. According to this, she dreamed a lot about family, us, where we've been, and where we're going. She says that the poems claim that she can predict the future.
As soon as the words are out, she's back on her phone. Her face is flushed, her mouth tight. What's gotten her so frightened? Interesting. Okay. We've locked it off, so we have to play through the inevitable with Nora. Okay, so... Who is she texting? Ask her what's going on. All right. So, we either go, who is she texting? Truth, I wonder what is making her so focused. To gain a truth crystal. Or ask her what's going on. Power, something's off. I can smell it in the air. That treacherous smell of offness. And we'll gain a power crystal. Now, if we go with ask her what's going on, that means it'll close off what Nora's feeling. What's Nora feeling? So it'll close off that particular node. that ask what's wrong and not who she's talking to. Okay. What's wrong? Okay. So if we go with this one, it means Nora shares her worries and send Nora over to Omar. All right. What's wrong? Okay. Let's go with that. Must have been something in the poems.
What's going on? Why are you so red?
I'm not red. And nothing's going on. I'm fine.
You sure?
Look here, though. Third stanza, second line. Ursula mentions Egregor. That can't be a coincidence. If we're done here, I'm gonna find Jade. Tell her Ursula was talking about the same stuff she was.
Oh no, no way. Wait.
Big sister mode engaged.
Tell me what's gotten into you.
Polly, please.
Or don't. Entirely up to you.
She actually considers not telling me for a moment. Whatever this is, it must be serious.
God, okay, fine. I've been having these nightmares lately since Ursula disappeared.
Oh? Dreams and nightmares, Reverie and Brittle, the aspirations and us.
Reading these poems just reminds me of them. It's unpleasant.
She's definitely holding back, but she's still upset and I've pushed her too far already. I squeeze her shoulder and flash what I hope is a reassuring smile. Her mouth twitches upwards in response. A grin or grimace. It's hard to tell. Things can't control often manifests in dreams. Yeah, things we can't control, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so we've gained a power crystal. But we need a second power crystal in order to play that one. Oh, I see. And then... So we can't go in here because we don't have enough power crystals. But we can check here because of Bond. Send Nora over to Omar. It is vital to know when to ask for help and how to share our strength with each other. Alright. And we shall play that one. Nora scoops up the sheets containing Ursula's poems.
Time to have a chat with Omar, I guess.
Yes. We need to tell him about the Egregor. All the dream stuff. Hopefully it'll help.
Sounds like a plan, Nora. Despite the circumstances, I'm happy we're doing this together.
We smile at each other. Nora had been a precious addition to what I can call my family. Ursula welcomed her and Laszlo without hesitation. And I did too.
Also, I'm happy we're doing something good together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Don't say anything else, please.
No, I'm just gonna cry. Nora and I used to create these elaborate pranks. We would move furniture and artwork across the Naiads at night when everybody was partying, and these were the days. Before I left, and before something changed with my mother.
I know we will find her.
I smile, as if Nora could read my mind.
I know. Despite our relationship, I want to get her back.
I know. Let me talk to Omar. This'll cheer him up.
She gives me a little eye roll and strides over to Omar, whose face immediately lights up as she starts to explain. Good. Any clue is a good clue at this point. Okay. Cool. So we've done that, but we can't continue on until we've at least unlocked one more, which will be this one here. But we can't because we need to unlock that one. So at the moment, we still have 3 turns. So now we have to check on Laszlo. Time to check on Laszlo. Okay. I go over to check on Laszlo. His eyes are a blur as they scan Ursula's words, but he looks up as I approach.
Hey, done already?
Not exactly.
Would you look at that? The old man actually came out ahead. I just wrapped these up. Poems, of course. All about family.
Our family?
He takes a big gulp of air. That bad, huh?
I'd say so. Your mother is many things, but subtle, no. There's one about relationships, the push and pull of the family unit. Your mother as a young girl thinking of her future. And the second, that one's about a lost love, one she can only find in dreams, unless the gods will it, whatever that means.
That doesn't bother you? Her talking about love like that? Like something out of reach?
Look, your mother's never been a one-man woman. She was always crystal clear about that.
Wow. Rightio then. My mother's in an open relationship. It took me a while to understand that it isn't a young people thing. It's a regular thing.
And I love her for that as well. She and Nora.
He jerks his head in Nora's general direction.
Both help me to understand that love doesn't bind or restrain.
That's my Laszlo. Grizzly bear on the outside, teddy bear on the inside. Gee, reminds me of someone. I wonder if he's lurking out.
But in here, she mentions a presence so strong it can be seen in every line, every word.
I've rarely seen such a healthy relationship. I wish I could say the same about me and my mother. Okay. Cool. So, now we got to play through one of these. Alright, so, talk about the section on love. Chaos. Go on, ask him about that. And don't blush. The ones we love say a lot about us. Ask about the family section. Power. How she sees herself within your family will be revealing. Wasn't there a third poem? Truth. Something isn't right. He's hiding something and he has a reason for it. You know what I'm thinking. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, Antonio. Whenever there's an option for chaos, Antonio's like, that one. Okay, so it's an obligation. We pick one. We can only pick one. It's not the play 2 of 3. We can only choose one. Just one. So it's either chaos, power, or truth. If we choose truth, then we unlock Omar and Laszlo's thoughts. Which we kind of need. If we want other options. Truth? Alright, we're going with truth. Sorry, Antonio. Chaos is gonna have to wait. Hang on a second.
Wasn't there a third sheet with another poem?
I don't think so. Just these two.
Omar darts over.
Actually, I think there was a third. Well, unless I dropped it. No, there was definitely a final poem.
Laszlo shifts, pointedly not looking at Omar. Why is he acting so weird?
Oh, but hey, look at these two. This one talks about a bunch of places we've been to on holiday. The Duquesa Islands, the ferry boat to Magdalena.
He's definitely hiding something. There's something in the poem that he doesn't want anybody to read.
And this one about a secret lover. She wouldn't hide that sort of thing from me.
Yes. That's interesting. Helpful.
I can't help but feel that Laszlo isn't being totally honest with me. Is he hiding something? Okay. We got one more choice to make before we can unlock Omar's done with the poems. So either we choose who is she missing? Chaos, who did she love and lose? That's the big question for 10 billion points. Any guesses? Wow. A very chaotic thing to say. Or we unlock this one. Press Laszlo for more info. We may have missed something. I think we need to press Laszlo for more info. Yeah. I feel... Yeah, we need to get more information out of him. He's definitely hiding something. And we're not going to be able to continue on without... Because if we go here... I mean, we could still continue... But it means we have less options to choose from. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but, you know, still. I would rather... But then again, at the same time, now that I think about it, we're not gaining any aspiration crystals out of it. Let the chaos confusion consume you. Nah, I still feel like we need to get more information. We need more information. Is it just me, or is it getting chilly in here? I look over at Laszlo and, yeah, he's clearly uncomfortable to say the least. And now Omar is keeping his distance. Things are getting tense. Then I notice something in Laszlo's section. Lines he's trying to hide.
Laszlo, find anything else?
He hesitates and...
Look, there was a third poem, okay? I'm sorry, it's just that... It's...
Laszlo, you old softy. Of course you can't keep up a lie for more than 5 minutes.
It's different from the rest. Private. There are things in there that I don't want you kids seeing.
Oh?
Laszlo, this isn't the time to go all mama bear on us. If there's something in there that could help...
There isn't. At least I don't think there is.
All of a sudden I feel like a stranger. I haven't been home in years, and here I am, knee-deep in my mother's innermost thoughts. Is Laszlo right? Have we gone too far? What exactly are we willing to do to find my mother? None of this is fair to anyone. Okay. So now we can go back and play through. Omar's done with the poems. Omar is ready to share his discoveries. Let's go. I hear a sigh and Omar places his pages down on a desk. His eyes are closed, like he's meditating on the words he just read.
So? You took your time.
There's so much in here. Poetry, of course, but very precise descriptions of rituals and cultural artifacts even I've never heard of. I don't know how she came up with half the knowledge there is in this.
Come on. Time to compare notes. Hopefully something in here will point us in the right direction.
I do hope we will get somewhere with this. Okay. More decision making. Alright. Do up your shirt. Okay, so we have 2 decisions to make. Do we go with Omar and Laszlo's thoughts and gain a truth crystal? Truth, you did well to press Laszlo. Or do we move on with Omar and Nora's thoughts? Power, good job. Now let's see what they have to say about their task. And we gain a power crystal. So do we go truth or power? Truth? Ash says truth. If we go with truth, we'll have 2 other options. Oh, wait. Yeah, truth. You want truth? Truth. Alright, Ash says truth. Does anybody else disagree or have an opinion? Otherwise, I'm going into truth. I will give you a moment while I take a sip of water. All right, we're going truth. Okay, everybody's saying truth. Let's go. Everyone gathers around the kitchen, Laszlo shaking his head. Nora white as a sheet. They're all looking to me. Let's see what we've got.
All right. Laszlo, why don't you start?
There's no chaos option, so my opinion is void. I'm sure we'll get around to a chaos option at some point.
Well, your mother remains as mysterious as ever, I can tell you that for free. My sections were all about love. Love for us, our family, but also for someone else in faraway land. Totally inaccessible somehow.
This sparks something in Omar. He snatches up his pages, flicking through them.
Good luck making sense of that.
No. That does make sense. Here, look. In my sections too, there's talk of a reunion with this faraway land. And another being.
Oh.
The story reminds me of various myths. And many cosmogonies start with the reattachment of a split soul.
Laszlo's face sags just a bit. I want to reach out to him, touch his arm, but Omar continues.
Ursula seemed obsessed with this ritual. This idea of becoming whole. Which... it all reminds me of the Oxion belief in realm crossing. And the Prescience. They wrote extensively on the subject. They said, by using the holy Ichor, the Prescience could transcend this plane and access another.
Oh?
How's a bunch of fairy tales going to help us?
Not fairy tales. These were literal beliefs. This sacred liquid. They called it egregor. Pools of it were said to exist across Athena.
Egregor? Jade talked about that. And look, my section mentions egregor too.
Prescience.
The Oxions believed that there were those who could see the future. Literally see it laid out before them. And the egregor would enhance their abilities.
For a moment, I can't breathe. I feel as if a fist has clenched in my chest. Am I a prescient?
The last time I saw Ursula, she mentioned them. I didn't think it was relevant to all this. But now...
You said this egregor stuff was just lying around the island.
Yes. No. The sacred pools were said to be well hidden. We talked about trying to find them, but MK has laid claim to every inch of Athena.
Nora was right. This sounds shockingly similar to Jade's investigation. A cold wave washes over me. Is all of this linked?
I don't know why I didn't see it before. I believe there's a very real chance Ursula went to find a prescient ritual site. A crossover point.
Silence. No one wants to say. No one knows what to say. To everyone else, it must seem ridiculous, but to me, the aspirations, Reverie, Ursula, everything is connected. Okay. So now, we've got two pathways that are opened up to us. Okay. We have no choice but to take the inevitable path, by the looks of it. Steal the secret poem. Truth. Now is not the time for secrets, and yet I wonder whether you truly wish to know every truth. Alright. We don't have a choice. We have to play through this one here. This node is inevitable. It must be played to unlock other nodes. And we gain 2 truth crystals out of it. It's inevitable. Let's go. I've had enough of Laszlo's distractions. There, sequestered away beneath an errant chopping block. It's the 3rd page. My arm darts past him before he can react. I snag the sheet and yank it out like some pernicious weed.
Hey, Polly, no. Give that. That's not for you.
I'm not a child anymore, Laszlo. We need all the leads we can get.
Please, Polly. There's nothing in there except... I don't want you hurt worse than you already are.
He's got something to do... I don't know.
I don't need protecting.
It's got something to do with Polly.
I didn't say you... Look. You know how your mother got. Her moods. Those words... They don't mean anything.
I walk away. Not in the mood for a therapy session right in the middle of the kitchen. Looking down, the poem is peppered with bizarre symbols. Could Laszlo have read this?
That's, the Oxyon symbol for motherhood.
Omar speaks from over my shoulder. Without even looking, I can picture the concern on his face from how it drips from his words.
Are you going to try and stop me too?
No. But Ursula is your mother. And with her gone, these are yours, as far as I'm concerned. Just try not to take any of that poem to heart. I'm sure it's nothing personal.
My stomach lurches. Now I'm afraid. Maybe I shouldn't read this after all. Now I'm curious. Mum's the word. Stole the mysterious poem written by Ursula. Ooh, okay. Can I play this now? Okay. I cannot. It's locked. Dang. I can't replay that in order to play that. Because these are locked. That's why. Okay, so I don't have it. I've got no choice. I have to go with an inevitable option now. Ursula's secret relationship. Truth. Congratulations. You can now learn one of your mother's deepest secrets. And I'll gain 15 truth crystals from this. Alright. Let's go. We're going to find out about her secret lover. A fruit fly lands on the sheet. I brush it away and start to read. Thanks to Omar, the poem makes at least some kind of sense. Motherhood is woven throughout in simile and rhetoric both. It's complex, an unwieldy beast of contradictions and absurdity. But there's no masking the heart of it. I shouldn't have read this. This is I shouldn't have.
Hey. It's okay.
Nora's hand comes to rest lightly on my shoulder. I can't stop reading.
Polly, you can... Maybe it's best if you stop now.
But I'm already done. I place the paper on the counter as my vision clouds. Part of me wants to throw those words into a fire, but the other...
She never wanted me.
Wow. Through the haze, I feel Laszlo approach.
Polly, sweetheart.
Motherhood was nothing but a colossal disappointment to her.
Ouch.
I mean, I understand. I left, didn't I? But we were never good enough for her. Any of us.
I no longer control the words coming out of my mouth. This isn't helping anyone. Why am I still...
And now we know why. This love story for the ages. Nothing ever compared to it, not for her. And we're sat here playing detective when the truth is obvious. It's obvious. She wasn't kidnapped. She left us.
No one's looking at anyone else. The image of this new Ursula, however we each interpret it, has cast a glum pall over the room.
Look, I don't know any of you, beyond what Ursula said. But we need to be real here. I think you may be right. Ursula wasn't kidnapped. She wasn't taken.
Depressing moment. Perfect time for a dog driving a Subaru commercial. You've been hit by ads. Uh-oh. No, that. I'll wait until Sam is back. We'll give it a minute.
But I don't think it was over some romance. She was too smart for that. If she did this, left without a trace, it must have been the last possible resort.
These poems, they mention a few different Oxyon ritual sites.
I'm driving round town thinking about my stream. I got vomit on my mind, I guess my stream the other day wasn't enough because woman wasn't in stream, not in stream. Someday she's here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but when we do that random stream, sometimes woman can't come and chat with us, but I got woman on my mind, How about that? How was that?
Jesus. I have been talking and I've been on mute this whole time. Holy moly. I am so sorry. Let me try that all again if I can remember what I just said. Welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you for joining us. That clip was great, by the way, Amanda. Your singing was amazing. Pro streamer. Well, we all probably should have said something. Sam, why didn't you say anything? It wasn't just up to the mods. How y'all doing, everybody? Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. I'm sitting here hanging out going, it must be me because surely Sam or Antics would have said something. No, I fixed things. I was looking at my stuff like, wait, why don't I hear stuff? It was a koala brain fart moment. My attention was not on the mic when clearly my mic was red, meaning it was mute. And I didn't notice. I did not notice. I am so sorry, everyone. The heat. This Aussie heat is getting to me. I'm the problem. It's me. No, it is not you. Come on. No. Definitely not you. But hello, everybody. Welcome on in. My name is Foolish Fuji. You can call me Fuji for short. Otherwise, I'm just known as Fulia. That is my real name. We play a lot of indie games here, a lot of wholesome, cozy games. At the moment, we're currently in the middle of Harmony, the Fall of Reverie. I am also streaming over on the YouTube side of things, so it's a dual stream. So hello to anybody else who's out there. And yeah, I'm gonna play you guys a raid video. I hope you enjoy it. It's good fun, and I hope it still works. I haven't played it in a while. But it'll at least give you an idea of what to expect here and what kind of chaos we get up to. Wholesome chaos, but chaos nonetheless. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you in a minute, everyone. Ducky! Little ducky. Oh, it follows me! The duckies follow me! Oh boy. One just rolled in front of me. It came out Nobody loves me. Wow. Snapchat. Good one. She always come up with such good ones. Very creative, nice. Oh, sorry. That wasn't me. That was the drop bear. Oh. Squeaky shoes. I'm sorry. Just tackle it. Don't kill it. No! I know. I'm an idiot. Kirby! We win! Yay! Pandas! Oh crap. What did I do? Pandas, really? Oh no. I'm an idiot. Who's the culprit of the pandas? Who's the culprit of the dang pandas? I am a dum-dum. I threw out the stuff that I wanted to put away, and I went to put away the stuff I want to throw out. Josh! Don't judge me. I've done stupid stuff myself, but Josh! I'm still learning Pokemon. Against Tiny. Oh wow, a group of Folios walk into a bar and this is gonna... And Blake... I know! You don't need to point out the obvious. You two are a scary team. We're siblings.
Siblings?
That's what happens.
Oh my god. Holy.
See?
We really are.
What the hell? Oh my god. Alpha Len! Hiya, buddy. How you doing? Oh, the PTSD. Alright, Goompa! Goompa! We need your hammer. Wow! Oh. Mouthful mode track! Mouthful mode track! Holy crap! Track me! Oh my gosh! Yes! Oh fuck. I did it again! Damn it! You know what? We're just gonna go back to the game. Amanda, if you have to go do your post-streamy things, please do so. Everybody else who's come on in with Amanda's raid, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Please follow if you'd like to see me mute myself and not forget that I've muted myself. But also play games. And don't mind me in my sleeveless shirt. It is a warm day here in Melbourne. Currently sitting at 33 degrees Celsius. I have my air conditioning on and it's still warm. So, there's that. So for those of you who are in the Northern Hemisphere, I'm sorry that I'm making you feel cold right now. Hello! Hello, John 32. Ryan would be so proud. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Anyways, and another Ryanism right there. We're gonna jump back into the game. So, jump on in with me. Okay. Alright. Back to the plot. Alright, we'll read about those later. Let's continue on and finish off. Hopefully we can finish off the chapter before I have to wrap up the stream. Yeah, this thing, exactly. Alright, so Laszlo last said, these poems, they mention a few different Oxyon ritual sites.
But only a few of them seem to relate back to this mystery love of hers.
We can narrow down those locations even further if we only look at those associated with the prescience.
If Ursula did leave to find one of these sites, it's almost certainly a temple. Most of them are underground.
Underground?
Even in their heyday, there were those who thought certain rituals profane.
Well, Pro, most of Atena's archaeological sites are pretty well documented. Con, it's because they're all owned by MK.
I've tried for years to get access to even a minor site. Nada. Completely off limits.
So, everything Ursula wrote suggests she went on some sort of personal quest to cross between realms and find her love.
And she needed an Oxyon temple to get there.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the big question is, did she find a way to get into that temple? Or did something get to her before she could?
So she had a midlife crisis. Yeah, probably. All right. Getting a little bit closer. Oh, I don't have chaos crystals. Oh, that's a shame. A carefully plotted encounter. Chaos, if you close your eyes to what's in front of you, it'll blow up in your face eventually. Oh, dang. Oh, well, I guess we just move on to the main plot points. Now what? We have to plan what to do next. And I think we've got one more. I think this'll be the last bit to end the chapter. And then we'll be wrapping up the stream. No one has an answer. We're all drained. Well, I'm drained. Thoughts slip in and out of my mind at random, solid as clouds. We know what we don't know, and that's about it. Ursula left by choice and didn't return because she was successful in her mission or because she wasn't. It hurts. My worry for my mother is tangled up with anger right now, and more than a bit of old resentment.
We know this much. Jade's investigation into MK and Ursula's disappearance are related.
That's a saying I use in my work. You don't know what you don't know. Yeah.
That's something.
Yes, that's something. Sorry.
So why aren't we asking her for help? Jade, I mean. She said she was willing. And I'm sure if she helped us, we'd help her. Mutually assured reconstruction.
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah. That could work.
Okay.
Jade. Jade Galea. You're friends with her?
Sort of.
Friends with Atina's most well-known activist. Impressive.
Okay. We have a plan. Now that's a real plan. I'm gonna go to the skate park. Like, right now. This is too important for online messaging. It's all monitored by MK anyway. Safer this way.
Well, she's got the right thought process.
Hey, just take care. Watch yourself out there.
Alright, Grandpa. It's the skate park, not a war zone.
Anyway, good luck, Nora.
I'll be careful.
I'm not entirely sure the plan is the only reason Nora wants to see Jade in person, but at least we have one, or the beginnings of one. Laszlo mumbles something under his breath and leaves. The reality of the situation returns, and I want to go after him. But I don't. He needs to be alone to process what my mother has done. She was always unpredictable, but this is further than she's ever gone before. Chaotic, even. Speaking of, the link between my mother and the aspiration of chaos remains unclear. I haven't heard from Bliss or the others, so I assume they've had no luck in prying them from their maze. The only move is to keep searching and hope the truth reveals itself. Okay. And that's the end of the chapter. And that's it. I know that was really short. I'm so sorry everybody who came in on Amanda's raid, but I literally did give myself a hard out at like 2:30 p.m. my time, so, and it's getting pretty close to that now. So yeah, that is pretty much it for today. Thank you everybody for joining me on this lovely journey. We've managed to start Act 2. We finished Chapter 1 of Act 2. A lot of questions, but a lot of information has been revealed about Ursula. Now I'm curious as to how far she got, whether she was successful or not. So that's going to be interesting. Thank you everybody for coming in from Amanda's raid. Amanda, thank you so much if you're still around for the raid. I really appreciate you. My fellow Carpool Gaming Team member. Still feels weird saying it. Thanks for the streaming. Thank you for being here and helping me make the decisions throughout this journey that is Harmony, the Fall of Reverie. We will be back again later in the week. Friday, which is my time, Friday, 10:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I'm going to try my best to make sure I am on time. No promises, but I am going to do my best. Today was an exception only because of the fact that I had a bit of a sore back from hockey last night. And so I had a little bit of a hard time getting out of bed. But I'm okay now, so it's totally fine. I just wanted to make sure I managed to get myself out of bed without killing myself and then getting here to be able to hang out with all of you awesome people. So old koala. Yeah, very old koala. I'm so old. But yes, so my time, 10:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time on Friday. But for North America, that means it is Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, I believe. If you're in the Discord, you'll see it in your local time. I do have a schedule posted in the announcement channel. So join the Discord if you haven't already. We're very cozy in there. It's good fun. But yeah, if you also want to just follow me over on my socials, jump over to my card, and if you type in card, there it is, right there. That'll give you my, yes, thank you, Ash. I'm gonna do it over on the YouTube side of things as well. Hopefully it pops up this time. There it is. Yeah. All right. So jump on over to my card. It'll have all of the links to all of my socials, including the platforms that I stream on and other bits and pieces. So, so just jump on over to that, and that'll give you all of the links that you need to follow me, to find me. And yeah, so that's that for today. Just trying to think. I did mention that I will be recording an episode of my podcast, The Many Thoughts I Have, at some point. I will make sure it's out this month. I did give myself like a goal of at least posting one episode a month. So keep an eye out for that. So if you want to check out my podcast, you can. And it is available on most of the podcast services. My gosh, a lot of koala brain farts today. Try to think of the words. The words aren't coming through. Anyway. It is called The Many Thoughts I Have. It is available on all major podcasting services. So please go check it out. Needs a break from the heat. Yeah, pretty much. It's dropping down to 20 tomorrow. 20 degrees Celsius tomorrow. It's dropping down. Still kind of warm, but it's like a major drop in temperature, which means there is a chance that even though I'm just getting over my sickness from last week, it might cycle back, which I am not looking forward to, because it sucks when that happens. I hate summer-related, weather-related colds. It sucks. You can move and not sweat a bunch. Yeah, this is true. But then again, at the same time, the weather-related colds hit me more, and I don't like it. Okay, so with all that being said, if you haven't already, if you're here over on the Twitch side of things, please make sure to hit that follow button on your way out so that you can be notified of whenever I go live. Subscribe if you wish, you don't have to. But over on the YouTube side of things, would really appreciate it if you like the video on your way out and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified of whenever I do post other content and when I go live as well. I'm going to continue doing the dual streams for as long as I can and for as long as this setup allows me to. So if you are over on the YouTube side of things, would really appreciate all of the support as well. And comment down below if you've played this game before and like what you think of it and all that sort of stuff. Because here at Foolish Fuji, we like to spotlight all of our indie developers. Speaking of indie developers, community member Stuffity has released their first ever game on Steam, out now on early access. Go check it out. It is called Sugar Jar. It is got a very big inspiration from the watermelon game, Suika game, but instead of it being fruit, it is cute desserts. It's cookies, it's biscuits, it's chocolate chips, it's cakes, flans. It's amazing. It is the cutest looking game ever. It makes you hungry because of all of the sweets that are in it. please go check it out on Steam. Currently available on early access, and it's right now, it does not break the bank. Please go check it out. Oh, Hopper was hyping this earlier in Discord. Yes, yes. So Stuffity is an Australian, not only is he an Australian content creator himself, but this is his first ever game that he has created. Would really appreciate if you could give him some support. Go check out Sugar Jar. I'll even, hold on a second. I need to get that link for you all, because you have to play it. I've been helping him out in terms of the, one of the people helping him out with feedback on the game itself. And I've been like in a closed beta, which was really cool. So I've had a lot of fun playing his game and just helping make this thing become a reality for him. So please go support him. I'm just going to grab the link for you all so that you can all go and check it out for yourself. Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. Let me grab that link. I'm going to share it for you. I'll grab that link. I'm going to chuck it into both YouTube and Twitch in the chat. Into both chats. There it is. Please go support an Australian indie developer. First game ever. Right now on early access on Steam. It is definitely worth checking out. You can use your mouse to play, or you can use a controller. It supports controller. At the moment, I think it only supports Xbox controller. But I'm pretty sure Stuffity's working on trying to get other controllers to work with it as well. But I highly recommend it. It's very cute. It's a lot of fun. And it's just chill vibes. Like, who doesn't want to play a cozy game with sweets in it? Forget about fruit. It's all about the cookies and the cakes and the chocolate chips and the macarons. There's macarons in there, and the macarons are blue, and I am so happy for that. Someone on a diet, it's not like they're gonna eat it. It's fine. Alrighty. I think it's time to say goodbye for today. Thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you had a good time with me, and I will be back later in the week to continue on with Harmony, The Fall of Reverie. But in the meantime, I hope you all have a great rest of your week. I love you all. Look after yourself and your mental health. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.